What's up, folks? Lynn Ray here. March 11, 2022. It is officially the end of week number 2 of CDL school. I'm on my way home right now. Just finished doing a little studying. I went to the school and just kind of studied the truck, doing my pre-trip, and talking to the instructor for a little bit. Hopefully I'm loud enough. The engine noise is getting drowned out. But yeah, it's pretty freaking cold. It's actually it's warmer now. It's 41 degrees. But earlier this morning when I first got up and went to class, or there was no class today, but I got up early and I went in to study. It was around 25 degrees, 28 degrees, somewhere around there. But anyways, that's besides the point. So let's give a quick little recap on this week. Honestly, I have to give this week another 2 thumbs up, and we'll go ahead and just recap. So just a quick note, classes are only 4 hours a day, right? The driving portion of the class, there's usually around 2 students or so per driving session, and so it's about 4 hours long, and so you get about an hour and a half roughly of driving each time. And then the other 4 hours in the afternoon are more so for practicing pre-trip. So this week, on Monday, we did straight backing. That's all we did was straight backing for the entire duration of the class. Those 4 hours, me and another guy. We just, took turns. On Tuesday, we did straight backing and offset backing. On Wednesday, I got class all to myself. I got the entire session to myself due to some issues with my other training partner. I'm not sure. Something happened. I was there by myself, so it was just me and the instructor. So that day, I essentially worked on straight backing, parallel parking, and offset backing for the entire time by myself. It was great. It was absolutely great to get all that time by myself. I know it sounds slightly selfish, and not trying to be, but that time was relished. I enjoyed all of that time, and it allowed me to practice the technique and figure out the recipe to do those maneuvers. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I thought it was very beneficial. On Thursday, we practiced, again, the same thing, straight backing, offset backing, and parallel parking, at which I think I did very well. Honestly, I didn't mess up on any of them. I made every straight back, I made every offset, I made every parallel park within the box. It was great. And so I think I'm doing well. I'm putting forth a lot of time with doing my pre-trip. I go to class every single day about 30 to 45 minutes early, and I study pre-trip by myself. I go to work after class, and then I go back to class when no one is there. I'm there by myself every single time, and I study again for another 30 to 45 minutes. And I think I'm good at my pre-trip. I think I'm good, honestly. I mess up every now and again. I'll miss something every now and again, but I always remember it, after the fact, or before I complete the pre-trip. I always remember it. So I think I'm doing well. I think I'm doing well. Again, this is literally the end of week number 2. I've been in class now for technically 9 days. Today wasn't technically a class day. Classes were canceled due to testing. But technically I've been in class for 9 days, and it's going well. I got a text message from the manager of the CDL school, and he said, hey, so-and-so, one of the other instructors, so-and-so says that he thinks you're good. He thinks you're good to test, and how about we test you on Monday? You get your CDL. And I'm going to be honest, I do feel confident that I could pass the test, honestly, but I want to get a little bit more time on the road. Right? The truck that I'll actually be testing on with the actual DMV personnel is not the test that we've been driving. These are all manual transmission trucks, and for those people who have driven a manual transmission vehicle, you could have two of the exact same make and models, same year, in your parking in your garage, and their manual transmission, they will shift at slightly different points. So, you know, it may take a little bit of getting used to driving your other vehicle, which is a manual transmission. So, you know, I told them, I was like, hey, you know, honestly, I think that I'd like to do one more day of backing practice, and then one more, you know, maybe 1 or 2 more days of practicing, you know, or city and highway driving in the vehicle that I'll be testing in. And so I told him, yeah, that's what I'd like to do. And he responded back a little bit later saying, all right, well, how about we drive for a few hours on Sunday, and then also a few hours on Monday, and then you test on Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. And I agreed. Honestly, I wouldn't mind doing just another week of just driving, right? Another week of driving, but I do feel confident that, you know, with just a couple more hours of driving, you know, just a little bit more time driving the blue truck, the blue semi, I feel like I would be, you know, just so I can get used to driving that particular truck's manual transmission, I feel like I would, I feel like I'd do well. I feel like I could pass. So I did agree to take the test on Monday. Actually, is the pet store? I think the pet store might be closing. Dang it. I think it closes at 7 p.m. So I'll be taking my test on Monday at 4 p.m. And there's a little anxiety there. Not a lot, because honestly, I feel like I could pass it right now. I do, quite honestly. I feel like I could pass it now. But, you know, I had in my mind set that I was going to take my test at the end of week 3. And here I am about to take it, you know, at the conclusion of week 2. So I'm taking it now 7 days sooner, you know, 5 to 7 days sooner than I thought, you know, that I wanted to take it, or I had set in my mind. But I'm happy, honestly. I'm actually pretty happy about it. I'm excited. I'm going to say there's probably about 5 to 8% anxiety. But we're going to get this done, man. We're going to get it done. We're going to get these CDLs, my CDLs, and we're going to start working. We're going to get into this career field. We're going to thrive, and we are going to accomplish the mission. That's all I got. And I do hope you all are having a great week, and I hope you all have a great weekend. And I will talk to y'all next time. I'll give you guys a little update, you know, as the days go by. All right. I'll see you guys later. Salute.